Namaskaram to everyone gathered here for this International Nutri Cereal Convention, and my foremost acknowledgements and appreciation to Mr. Dayakar Rao for having invited us to be a part of this convention. I also want to apologize to him that I could not be present physically, but I very much with you for what you are doing and what you are trying to promote when it comes to nutrition, which is millet based. And I'm very happy to be a part of this convention in this way online. But I would look forward to coming and being there physically and involving myself more with your good work. I also would like to extend our warm wishes to Dr. Mrs. C. Tara Satyavati, Director of IIMR, for organizing and conducting this wonderful convention, which is the need of the hour. And everybody else who is present from various organizations in India and abroad who are a part of this convention, my warmest greetings and namaskaram to all of them. It is a wonderful occasion for so many like-minded people to come together, especially in a country which has always been at the core of the nutritional provisions for the entire world. We being an agrarian economy, we being one of the ancient most civilizations, we have actually produced food and given food to large parts of the world through our trade channels, which dates back to several centuries. And whenever we did that with our indigenous varieties of grains and food that we produced, which the rest of the world enjoyed. It wouldn't be wrong on my part to say that India was the food bowl of the world at some point in time, thanks to the climate that India enjoys, which not many countries enjoy. And that is how we produce variety of food grains, which has always been helping the world. And we were the granary of the world and we continue to be one. And with the recent interventions, we have become an extremely important player for large part of the world. So I think that is a position that we enjoy at this point of time, and there is much we can do with it in order to optimize this opportunity that has come our way to provide for the rest of the world. So while we do export other grains, I think with this effort of promoting millets, we can become one of the largest millet producers and distributors for the rest of the world, and that could do a lot good to the world at large. So I think this is a very timely convention, not just for what is happening within India, but what is happening around the world. And India can lead the way like it is doing in so many other areas. It also can lead the way in promotion of nutrition based on millets. I represent the SATHYA Sai Annapoorna Trust also, which is into providing morning nutrition for several children, millions of children across the country. To be very precise, 3 million children across 40,000 plus schools in 23 plus states and union territories, where we provide a very customized nutraceutical product called Sai Shaw. And this was the outcome of a lot of research and a lot of understanding of how we can provide morning nutrition to the children of government schools, especially at scale. And in the last 10 years, this mission has grown from strength to strength, and today it encompasses, as I said, 3 million children across several states. And one of the most important interventions that's happened was with partnership with the government of Telangana in providing morning nutrition through millet-based and malt-based nutraceutical products. Now in Telangana alone, we are distributing this particular Sai Shaw, which is a nutraceutical product, which is based on ragi. And as we all know, ragi is the wonder millet. It has all the benefits of nutrition, as well as it also satisfies the hunger of the student in the morning. So one meal of ragi java, as they call it, which is ragi mixed with jaggery to just give it some taste and sweetness, it not only satisfies the hunger of the child but also provides with several nutrients which are essential for the child's growth. Over and above that, we also have worked on products which are further fortified with other micronutrients to give a wholesome meal to the child. And this is working wonders. This is the easiest way to solve the malnutrition problem in the country, using a very simple intervention like millet-based morning nutrition drink. Our idea is to expand it to all other states as well, with the help of all of you, to ensure that every child that goes to school goes on a full stomach not just eats something, but eats a very nutritious product like this, which helps the child to gather or get all the necessary micronutrients that are required for the child's growth. And that can solve the larger issue of malnutrition, stunting, and wasting that is something that our country is grappling with. I would think of this particular convention as an opportunity to partner with all of you in order to reach out to many more children. And I'm specifically talking about the children because I think that is where we must make our social investments. They are the future of the country. They must grow into healthy citizens. And when they are healthy, it's only then they can be productive. And all these ideas and the dream of a developed country can be realized only if our children are healthy and productive. And millet based nutrition is something that is very easy to scale. And I would give you an example that we now not only have a factory that produces this particular thing with global standards so that there is no question about its quality and hygiene. At the same time, we also encourage farmers associations to directly produce ragi and jaggery for us, which is a way to kind of give them not just livelihood but also ensure that they get better price. And as our farmers, they tell us that we don't just provide them with MSP, but we provide them with MLP, the minimum livelihood price, which includes their man hours, their labor, their expertise, and not just the cost of producing it from the point of view of the agriculture. So this helps the farmers to feel encouraged, and they are producing ragi and jaggery for us, which we directly buy from them, and that helps us to give them better pricing and also helps us to encourage farmers to cultivate millets and as one of their most important crops in their fields. So I think this helps us to scale and also reduce the cost. The channel partners that we have, transport agencies which give us discounted pricing, and also a huge number of volunteers that include school teachers, village folks, parents, and many other volunteers who give their time. That has helped us to make it as a very low cost model, and that is attracting the attention of large corporates, large policy making agencies, and the government also to introduce this program in many parts of the country. My idea would be to, while we celebrate the year of millet, and that's a good thing to kind of put the spotlight on this very important intervention. However, to celebrate it beyond this year and make it a part of our life, we must have much more efforts to be put. And I think one area that we can work very closely is to scale it up for the morning nutrition for all the children in the country. And that will help us not only to give the economies of scale, and that will help us to reduce the cost, but it also can be a part of the Poshan Abhiyan, which is an important government intervention, and that is the need of the hour, as I said before. Drawing from the ancient wisdom that India had, if you go back to Taittiriya Upanishad, it says how the creation came into existence. In a very simple one verse, it tells Akashat Vayuhu Vayoragnihi Agnirapa Adya Prithvi Prithivya Oshadayaha Oshadibhyonnam Annat Purushaha, it says. From the space came the air, from the air came water, fire, from fire came water, from water came earth, from earth came vegetation, from vegetation came food, and from food came man. What it essentially means is that whichever place we live, that place is governed by these five elements: the space, air, fire, water, earth. And these five elements come together to give us vegetation, which turns into food crops, and then we eat that food. So we are what we eat. So locally, whatever is produced, if we eat that, then we can remain healthy. An imported food which is not grown in the environment that we are born in, which is not in line with the five elements that are present in our area, it's not good for our health. And that is the reason why today so many lifestyle diseases are happening. India has become a hub of so many NCDs. It is actually almost reaching epidemic proportions. And even in rural areas, not just in urban areas where we can blame it on the sedentary lifestyle and bad habits, but even in rural areas, people are suffering with diabetes, blood pressure, and all these lifestyle related diseases. It's only because of the food that they are eating. We were to eat what we grow in our own land, and eating local is the way to be healthy. And local means millets, because this is what was the original food that we always grew and we ate. And again, in SciSure we are making efforts to ensure that we are able to produce the right kind of nutraceutical products which are customized to the millets that are available in that particular region. In North India, there are different kinds of millets. In southern side, there are different millets. So we are also trying to incorporate that into this product. I wanted to highlight this particular intervention because we have found it very useful. It's easy to scale. It encourages farmers to do large scale millet production. It reduces the cost because of the economies, and it also allows volunteerism by the teachers, by the parents, by so many other people of the local area. And above all, it solves a very huge problem that is plaguing our country, which is malnutrition. And that is something that we must deal with it immediately, because with every passing year, our population of young children is getting weaker, is getting stunted, is getting wasted. And that issue can be arrested if we all can work in a concerted way, using millet as our weapon against malnutrition, but naturally working and fortifying it with more nutrients and making it tasty also for the children. Because even if it's very good and if it's not tasty, they're not going to have it. So I think this is the easiest way millet can reach every household. Because if a child drinks it, then the parents get to know about it, then parents will also get encouraged to use it as their staple food. And that is how we can reach out to many more families and make sure that millet just does not get celebrated for 1 year, but it becomes a celebration for all our lives. And we bring back that ancient culture of eating what is right, eating what is locally produced, what is in accordance with our genetic makeup, in accordance with our environment and the elements. And that is going to keep us healthy, and that will reduce the healthcare burden on the country, which is again a very, very big problem that is looming large on our country. So all these can go a long way in helping us become a developed nation, a healthy nation, and a wealthy nation. So I encourage that, I welcome, and I would like to encourage all of you to be a part of an intervention like this. And of course, with all your expertise that you already have, I'm sure we can make this even better, and we can reach out to every household in the country through such interventions. So I look forward to seeing you again in person, and apologize again for not being there physically to be with you and to share and to learn from you. But I will definitely keep an eye on the proceedings, and would like to invite you over to our place here in Karnataka, Mudanelli, where we are also working with the government of Karnataka and many other governments in the nearby states to increase the reach of this program. And all this is provided absolutely free of cost to the children. It is a partnership model between the government, the corporates, and like-minded individuals, but there is no cost to the child, no cost to the end beneficiary at all. So that is the way we want to further increase the reach, and I look forward to seeing you sometime in our own ashram here in Mudanelli, Karnataka, and also discuss with you about what else could we do to help millet mission reach every rural, every urban household in the world, not just in India. Once again, thanking you for this opportunity. Namaskar.